Next one, he died when they were having it, just after they had a bit.
Oh.
So he died happy.
He died with a smile on his face, did he?
I said, well, at least he was happy when he died. She thought he was, when he died, they just finished. Bobby and Graham had come over from Queensland, and he was staying down the back flat with Bobby, you know, where they've had that flat at the back that Bobby built. He was staying there with Bobby. And when he come over for something special, and they said, we'll go down the pub. So off they go down the pub. He said, we went down there for tea because Daphne had Ron there, and they went and had, well, while they're gone, let's have a bit, we'll pull down the blinds and all. So they did, and he had something he used to wear to have it because he couldn't get it up, you see.
Right.
He used to keep it in the freezer. I'll go to the freezer and get this, whatever it is, out of the freezer. I don't know what it was. It was something you put around the old boy or do something to it. Anyway, they went and had a bit. That was okay. And Daph's sitting in their bedroom. They had this whole wall at the end of the bed. Roger was a real, you know, sexy guy, and he had this mirror there to watch what they were doing. So Daph's sitting up at the end of the bed doing her hair, you know, and and she thought that Ron was saying, oh, this was gorgeous, you know, and he's going, oh, and she thought, oh, he must have enjoyed it, but he was having a heart attack, poor bugger. And she says, oh, and then she realised that what, it's not that good, was it? And then she, what's the matter with you? And he said, oh, I can't breathe, I can't get my breath. So she goes running around putting all the windows up and opening all the blinds and that, you know, and I still can't breathe. So they got the ambulance, and then, but meanwhile, after that, ambulance and police and that came, of course. And Bobby and Graham comes home from the pub, and they're, what's going on at our place? Jesus, it was all right when we left. How come all the police and ambulances and that are there? Because when they came in there, that was big. They took Ron away, and he died of a heart attack. I don't know what it was he had to put on him. Dad said it used to, and one of the guys, I was there this day visiting her when after he died, and these people from the bowling club come in, and they came down, and I knew them too because we used to play night owl bowls with them, go night owl bowls with them, you know, and so we were sitting there. This guy says, Daff being lovely, Daff, she's gorgeous. She's sitting at the table, and he says, you know, Daff, that nobody at the bowling club's going to invite you out anymore. And Daff looks at him, you know, and, oh, why not? You know, why won't they invite me out anymore? Like they were real serious. You know? Well, you've gone through 2 husbands there. They're not going to be the 3rd one. Oh, goodness, I didn't do anything to him.
Oh, classic, absolute classic.
And she was gorgeous, Dad.
Yeah.
We used to laugh about that after when we take her out, and she'd say, oh yes, I've had 2 husbands. And they'd say, oh, well, what happened to them, you know? Are you going to tell them the truth, Daff, or what?
I screwed them both to death.
Yeah. And we used to laugh like mad when she got that next boyfriend from Kangaroo Island, you know? Little, what's he called? A real funny-looking little guy he was.
Yeah.
She got him, and he used to bring her over meat and that from there, fresh meat from Kangaroo Island. She had this big chest freezer outside of her kitchen, and it was full of all this lovely fresh meat, you know. And he'd come over and he'd say, oh, he liked coming there. And I said, oh, but can he still do it, Daff, or what? You still have a bit? And she says, not always, you know, but we can do other things. We can do other things, Brenda.
Flapping her little eyelashes.
Yeah, little eyelashes. And she did the same thing on Kangaroo Island. Oh, she was gorgeous. We say to her, we're all going back to our room. There were all of us girls, you know, in those photos. That was where we were in Kangaroo Island. They all took me there for my 70th. You've been looking after Uncle Bob long enough. You need a holiday, Gwen. You come. I can't go and leave Bob. He'll be all right. You know, you come with us. So Karen planned it all, and then Christine got on the bandwagon, and I'll fix it up for you, Karen, don't you worry about it, I'll organise it all. So she organised who was coming and who wasn't and all that, you know. So we're down at this pub this night, and the girls are carrying on with these guys across at another table, you know, and mucking around and that, and we were all messing around, but we were too old to muck around too much. But the young ones said, and afterwards we said, could you sell us, you've been out crayfishing, yeah, could you sell us a couple of crayfish? We'd like to have some for our breakfast because we're going home tomorrow, and we were going back to Bet's at where she
Cape Jervis.
Cape Jervis. We were going back there, we were going to have breakfast back there, you see. And no, we can't sell you some. No, we're not allowed to sell them to you. Come on, you can just sell us a couple. We won't tell anybody, we won't be here, we're going back. No, we can't. So, okay, so we all start walking back up this hill to get back to our flats where we lived, about 3 flats we had, you know, and said to Daff, there's those 2 guys that were out crayfishing back there, Daff. Go back and ask them if they'll sell you crayfish. See if they'll sell you one. Oh, okay. So Daff goes back, you know, calm as like she asked him, you know, would you sell me a crayfish? No, we won't sell you one, but we'll give you. So they gave her 2 crayfish.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, she goes, could you please sell us a crayfish?
Flashing her little eyelashes.
Home tomorrow, we're only over here, you know, we won't let anyone know. No, we're not allowed to sell them, but we'll give them. So they did.
Oh.
And she brought them back up, and you should have heard all of us are up there. We knew you'd get it. If anyone was going to get it, you'd get it.
Oh, flash them eyelashes. Twinkle at them.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
Yeah.
She was lovely inside and outside all the time.
And that was, they surprised you on the boat on the way over?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even know anyone was going?
I didn't realise it though. I thought I was going just Karen and I. See, and I said, Karen said, I'll take you to Kangaroo Island for your 70th birthday, Mum. Okay, that's fine. So off we go. And when we got on the boat, she said, where would you like to sit? And I just looked along, all the seats were empty. I said, oh, I don't care, I've never been on one of these before. Where's the best place to sit? Next minute I turned around and looked, and all these heads come up at the end. It was all the, oh, you little devils, you all knew you were coming on. I said, you come to say goodbye to me, did you? No, we come to go with you. You're not going without us.
You're having a party without us.
Yeah, I thought they'd come to say goodbye, but they hadn't come to say goodbye. No, we won't come to say goodbye, we come with you. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, that's right. How good's that? And you stayed at what, Kingscote?
Yeah, we stayed in a couple of flats there.
Yeah.
3 of them, 3 flats. But then when the young girls got friendly with a couple of guys there, during the night, later on when we got home, there's somebody knocking on our window.
Oh.
Who's knocking on the window? Must be one of the girls. We opened the door. What are you doing here? Well, we were invited back here. Well, not to this flat you weren't invited back. Who invited you back? Go down, knock on their door and see if it was them. I think it was Lexi and, I don't know whether it's Lexi and Trudy or what, you know, that invited them back. And so told them where we were and all that, because they had to know where we were. And I said, not at this flat, mate.
Yeah, I'm 70 tonight, and
I'm 70 years old. You don't want to come in here. The young ones are down there. But it was such good fun. We had so, and your mother, she really. We all went swimming in the swimming pool there.
Oh right, yeah.
And she really enjoyed it. She really come out of her shell, and she was having a ball. You know, she said,
awesome.
"Oh, this is lovely." She went in for a swim and all, you know. But of course, her bathing suit was a bit loose at the top, and it used to fall down. And Marlene, you're showing your boob there. Your boob's falling out there. Oh, hang on. She just yanked it back up again, you know. Oh, it was such good fun. We had a ball then. Christine says we should do that again. We all went to Melbourne like that too, and Marlene came too.
Yeah.
Marlene had a case full of money that weekend.
Oh.
I think when she got her pension, she used to be able to put it in a suitcase because he wouldn't touch it, and she had this suitcase. You mean we've got to take that suitcase full of money with it? When we saw what she had in her little case, it was only a little case, packed with notes. well, you're going to take that? Oh, God, we'll have to guard that with our life. We're going to leave that. Who's going to carry that?
Oh.
So, anyway, she did lose it once when we were away.
Whoa, that's not good.
We got on the train and we were going out. Where's Marlene? Where's your case knife? Don't lose all that money that you got in there. So she left it somewhere. I think she left it in a station, and they found it anyway. They got it. Luckily, nobody opened it and saw what was in it.
You wouldn't see it again.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to that after.
Well,
she had that home too. That was some more money that would have. Yeah.
Oh, I would have hoped that she spent it while she was there.
No, she didn't.
No?
Because we didn't spend. The young girls went shopping, and they bought all these clothes because we had a bus that would take us around to these boutiques and that. And we bought some underclothes and that. We bought some bras and all. But the young girls bought heaps of stuff. And so when they came back, we came back first before them. When they came back, we said, we were sitting in the lounge and we said, okay, now we want a fashion parade. So they all had to go and get undressed and changed and come out and show us all these things.
Yep.
Whatever you bought, we want to see it today, So they showed us all this lovely stuff they had, that they bought.
Yeah.
And that was good fun too.
Yeah.
Then we all went to breakfast at a restaurant, and all this.
So a really nice girls' trip.
It was. We had a ball, yeah. Everyone got on with everyone else. And
and if there was a bloke there that come along, well, that just got in the way.
No, we didn't. We weren't worried about blokes then, not back at the pub.
Oh, no, I mean, if hubby had come along or anything like that, like...
Oh, none of them were with us.
Yeah,
no, they didn't come with us.
Not invited.
That was in Melbourne.
Okay, what stays in Melbourne or goes on in Melbourne stays in Melbourne. Fair enough.
And I don't think the others had husbands then.
Oh, right, yep.